Pasuda Brady for strong posture. Kayla's already done with her warm-up. Let's do some grip. Alright, pencils down, track up front. I see Ariana's pencil is down, Kenneth is tracking up front. Marco is sitting in silent posture. Alright, so we're going to move on to our warm-up. Before we do our warm-up, hold on, let me just get there. Number one, who has the answer to number one? Pasuda Marco for Jess. Shalia has a silent vertical hand. Marco.
43.
43 is correct. Who can do the next one? 9 minus 30. Shalia.
Negative 21.
Negative 21 is correct. Pasuda Ricky, his hand is up. Madison, Jess. Madison, go ahead.
K plus 5x minus 2e.
Yep. So Devontae can paint 91 portraits in 7 weeks. How many portraits can Devontae paint in 4 weeks? Pasuda Marco for Jess. His hand has been up multiple times. Kenneth. 52 is correct. What is the proportion in this problem? So 91 portraits in 7 weeks. How much can he complete in 1 week? Marco? 13. So 13, yep, 13 times 4 is 52. Moving on to our agenda for today. Who can read our learning goal for today? What is our learning goal for today? What have you learned? Julia.
Scholars will be able to ask, scholars will be able to ask a specific question, design and present plans and collect relevant data through random sampling, analyze data, interpret results, and draw valid conclusions.
Yep, next slide. So here's our agenda. You just completed your warm-up. We're about to have 1 minute for our think about it. After I think about it, you're going to design an experiment. It's going to take 7 minutes. After you do that, you have an activity for 4 minutes where you guys will interview each other based on the questions that you come up with in your experiment. Then you'll have 4 minutes for your independent practice. Then you'll have 5 minutes for your exit ticket. Next slide. Here's the criteria for success. I'll know that you are successful in class today when you can understand the difference between categorical versus numerical data. 2, you can construct and understand a line plot. 3, analyze and draw conclusions from the results that you collect. So 1 minute on the timer right now, silently and independently jump to your think about it. Go. +2 to Madison, she immediately jumped into her think about it. Marco is silently working on his think about it. See, Alaire has answered all 4 think about it questions and is now explaining the difference between categorical versus numerical. +2 to Marco. He's already done with his questions and he's now fixing problem number 2. +2 to Naili, she's now jumping into her think about it. +2 Ayana, she's now explaining the difference between categorical versus numerical. You guys have 20 more seconds. +2 to Najaya, you got all 4 questions done correctly, as well as Nailise. Good job. See, Alaire is done. He's silently waiting and being respectful right now. Kenneth is silently waiting. All right, pencils down, track up front in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marco is tracking. Alaire is tracking. Shalia is silent and respectful. Ayana is tracking up front, showing me her undivided attention. Let's go over think about it. For each example below, you were to determine whether the data involved is numeric or categorical. Plus two to Ricky, he already has his hand up for the first question. How many pets do students in our class have? Is that numeric or categorical?
Numeric.
So silent vertical hand. Shalia has a silent vertical hand. Hilaire has a silent vertical hand. It's a really easy one. I should see the majority of us with our hands up. Good. Now Dylan has a hand up. Nialise has a hand up. Track Nialise in the back. Plus two to Roddy. He turned his full body around to track Nialise. Michelle is tracking Nialise. Ricky is showing his respect and attention to Nialise. Go ahead, Nialise. It is numeric. How do you know it's numeric, Nialise? So, very good. Yeah, numeric means we're talking about numbers, and this question asks you how many pets do students in our class have. Very good job. So if you didn't have numeric, make sure you're circling numeric. Moving on to our next question. What is our favorite sport? Leia has a silent vertical hand. Kyla has a silent vertical hand. Najaya. Track Najaya in the back. Plus two to Danaya. She immediately turned her body to track Danaya. Kenneth is tracking Danaya. Go ahead. Say that again. Loud and proud. Go ahead and state what she said, Michaela. Categorical is the correct answer. You should be proud of the answer. It's correct. Categorical, we're talking about a yes or no question, so it's absolutely categorical. Next question. How many hours a week do we spend watching TV? Alaire?
Numeric.
Yup. Talking about numbers here. How many hours? It has to be numeric. What kind of snacks do we like? Marco?
Categorical.
Categorical. Yup. It's a yes or no question. Go down a little bit, Kylie. So based on what we just did, who has a top quality response to this question can explain the difference between numerical and categorical data in their own words? Plus who? Shalia, Nijaya, Kyla. Nijaya, loud and proud this time.
The difference between numerical and categorical is that numerical is the opposite of categorical.
It is the opposite. That's definitely correct, but who can state the difference between both? Shalia.
Numerical is a question asked to more than one person, while categorical is a question involving one person. Or it's two people.
Good. And who can be more specific? I love both answers, but I'm looking for a very specific answer. Kyla.
Numeric involves numbers, so like that at the beginning of numeric, it's kind of almost the beginning of numbers, and then categorical is like questions answered by yes or no, and things that happen. But the starting of the sentence is what, and then for numeric, the starting of the sentence is how.
Very good, top quality response to that question. She stated the difference between both numerical and categorical and gave us a very good analogy to understand the difference. Let's move on to the next page. Flip over to the next page silently. Okay. So if you are in Miss McDonough's group, please silently get up, push in your chairs, and transition towards the door. If you're not,
Bring your packet or your vocabulary page. You're going to do this quickly and quietly.
Jaya is silently transitioning. Sarah's on the next page. She's being silent and respectful. Roddy is silent. We're moving on to the next page. So, we just learned that numerical data is data that